easy. These are things that we all know that we have to. I mean, there's no option, right? We have to, right, achieve by 2030, right? And here are these 17 things, which the good guys at the UN put together. But when you look at those 17 things, and underneath that, as you would know, there are 169 things, targets underneath all those things. The reality is they're not easy to kind of get hold of, right? But Temasek is interesting, right? Because Temasek here in Singapore, as you know, is the sovereign fund, or is part of the sovereign fund, right here in Singapore. And by the way, all of their investments now track these goals that you see on the screen. But what they did was say, well, why don't we look at it a slightly different way? And they just flipped it like that and said, well, what about if we make it really simple for people and we say it's ABC? So active economy, beautiful society, and clean earth. What if we did? Then all of a sudden, it changes our perception, and perception is everything with these things. So the active economy means productive jobs, sustainable cities, fulfilling lives. Beautiful society means resilient individuals, inclusive communities, and a just society. Now, even if we stop right there's nobody in the investment community who can say, "Wow, I want to be a part of that." Right? All of a sudden, we see it differently. And then, not surprisingly, with clean earth, that's the easy one. Fresh air, clean water, cool world. And when we see it that way, right, which is, it's the way, but it's just rearranging the goals. We haven't said anything new. We've just kind of shuffled the deck, as it were, so that it connects more. And that, I think, is the interesting opportunity, that word connect, so that we can connect investors and ESG together, so that we get this new understanding, A, that we've got to do it by 2030, B, that we've got to do it together, C, that it really is worth doing because